This is Niagara Falls in British Columbia. But wait, isn't Niagara Falls located in Ontario? So then, how did this waterfall end up with the same name? Well, let's go find it and let's find out.
Right, Niagara Falls. Here we come.
So I made my way out to Goldstream Provincial Park on Vancouver Island, British Columbia. And as soon as I got here, one of the first things that I noticed is that the trees here, they are massive.
I'm gonna set the camera down so you guys can actually appreciate the size of these trees. They're huge.
Turns out that this is an old growth forest and the trees here are old. I'm talking 600 to 700 years old. Now you can't help but notice that there's a magical vibe out here. And that may be because this is a temperate rainforest with a mild climate. And this is the reason that Jurassic Park chose to film some of the scenes here on the island. I totally get it. Moss grows everywhere and the place just feels ancient. I continued on and I made my way down the trail alongside the river. And I was surrounded by all these micro-ecosystems. Now check out the size of the roots on this fallen tree.
To the back of me here, you have a tree that fell, right? Now, at first glance, on the camera, it doesn't look huge. I'm gonna go stand by the root system for perspective, and that will help you understand how massive these trees are. Nature, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I was curious to see if there were any animals living in the tree trunk, but no animals to see here.
I was hoping to actually see a bear in there, but no bears. Unlucky. But don't worry, man, one day we'll find the bear.
Right now, it's the middle of summer and the river is low. However, in fall and winter, this place will be full of life as the salmon go upstream to spawn, bringing black bears, bald eagles, and lots more wildlife in the area. I'll be back in fall to capture the Salmon Run, so make sure to subscribe so you won't miss that. Eventually, the trail leads to the forest, and there are even more big trees. This one looks like it was struck by lightning.
But I'm not sure if that's actually a lightning strike or it just was like two trees that go really close by and eventually branch off.
I jumped into this tree trunk to show its size. I stood next to this one for the height. And this fallen tree makes me look like I'm shrinking as I approach it. By the way, I had to film this over a period of 2 days because on the first day, I lost all the footage from a corrupted memory card. So you will notice that I'm wearing two different outfits. As I made my way up the path, I eventually reached a bridge and a tunnel. This is where the plot twist to the mini adventure happens.
Alright, we're heading down under the bridge. We're gonna look for Georgie. We're gonna look for Georgie. Let's see if we see it here.
Because you have to pass through the tunnel to get to the waterfall.
And you do want to watch your footing in here just a little bit, just because there's a lot of little holes from where the water etch away. Erosion. So when you come out of the tunnel, if you go right, you head up to the Trestle. We'll save that for another video. And if you go left and you go up alongside the ravine, basically that's where you get to the waterfall. Alright, Niagara Falls. Here we come.
Once you pass through the tunnel and emerge on the other side, you just follow the path up the creek, and at the end, there you'd find Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls, right behind me.
It's dry in the summer, but come back this fall and winter, this river will be flowing. I did a black bear check again, but to my disappointment, no bears here either. I then paused for a moment to just really take in the scenery. So the big question is, why the name Niagara Falls?
Now, where it actually got its name from is basically because it's almost the same height as the actual Niagara Falls in Ontario. And basically, this is 47 meters high And I think Niagara Falls is 57 meters high. On the horseshoe side, that's the Canadian side, the US side higher, right?
So because they're almost the same height, that's the simple reason that this waterfall ended up with the name Niagara Falls.
But this place is absolutely beautiful, man. I actually refer to Vancouver Island as my Canadian Trinidad because it reminds me a lot of the Caribbean in terms of the mountains, forests, except for the fact that the trees are different. The mountain, the forest, and the lifestyle, you know, island life. Good vibes.
Now remember that spot at the bridge where I crossed under the tunnel? If you were to instead continue down the path on the trail, eventually you would have emerged by the nature house in the marshlands.
This here behind me is the marshlands and the water looks very low. But yeah, it's quite a nice sight. What happens when you put a Trinidadian in Canada? He explores.
This area is called the Saanich Inlet, and this is where the Goldstream River drains into. It's also another great spot to observe some eagles and maybe even see some black bears. And there you have it, guys. This is Niagara Falls at Goldstream Provincial Park on Vancouver Island, British Columbia. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up, and stay tuned for more.